Ooh, got some nice hills. Oh, got some loose sand here. Because, oh, a little drift here. God dang foot, because the DCT also has a foot shifter. And finger blasted. Yo guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another video. Uncle Smokey has been so stressed out selling all the Smokey bubbles, which is completely sold out, that I need to go for a ride. And also got a new license plate. I will show you guys that one in a second. So as you guys know, normally I was taking this beautiful specimen of a motorcycle, brand spanking new Honda Africa Twin, to Switzerland, but that didn't really happen because, you know, weather, and we went to Tenerife. That doesn't mean that I don't love this motorcycle, because I absolutely do. Still have to make some videos about why I love it and why I hate it at the same time. But there is hardly anything to hate about an Africa Twin. Anyway, let's take it out into the woods, because I'm stressed out and we need to go to the woods. Alright, back onto the forests. Back in the day, there used to be a big forest over here, and yeah, I was riding here from time to time with some motorcycles, and people always were like, Smokey, where do you ride these places? Where are you riding these places? And I'm always like, can't really tell you, because everybody will start riding here and they will absolutely screw it up. But it turns out riding a motorcycle is not allowed in these forests, but cutting the whole forest down, like a couple thousand trees over here and in the back as well, that is not a problem whatsoever, because, I don't know, like new forests or something? I have no idea. Going to some single tracks here and there, I do have to say, I don't have the crash protection just yet. We are working on it. And it is also, it's gonna be storming later on tonight. There's gonna be a big storm, so it's already very windy. I don't have it in off-road mode, I should. And I also don't want to drop it. Like I said, no crash protection. And I'm still riding the Metzler Cruise Streets. So kind of a Swedish tower with some off-road vibes, but not a lot. It will handle this job just well. But some deep mud, we got some problems with that. Now I do have the Dunlop Trail Max going on. I do have them at my house. Still have to install them. Not sponsored at all, by the way, by Hoko Parts. Not at all. Yeah, the Dunlop Trail Max Raid, not sponsored at all by Hoko Parts. No. I do have to say, this is I'm not actually riding in the forest right now. As you can tell, this is not a forest at all. You see that? But I am having a good tests on these Metzler Street Tire though, with some loose sand. Anyway, also do have to apologize. Some times ago on the last video with the Triumph Tiger 900, I accidentally said this bike weighs 260 kilograms. We all know that the Africa Twin, and this one also with the electronic suspension and the DCT, does not weigh 260 kilograms. It's my, oh, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you gotta take some risks here and there, you know. Ooh, got some nice hills. Oh, got some loose sand here. I got some loose sand here and there. Oh, I gotta be a little careful here. It was nice though, but loose sand and these tires don't really mix up that well. Anyway, so yeah, I kind of made a mistake saying, oh yeah, people saying you can't off-road a DCT. You absolutely can. Only gotta put the rear ABS in off-road. But that being said, so yeah, I made a little boo-boo here with the with the weight. I'm sorry for that. I'm absolutely sorry for that. It is about 244 kilograms, so it is not as heavy as I said it was. As a motorcycle reviewer, you should know better, Smokey, I know, but sometimes you do make mistakes when we're having out here and having some fun. And riding and talking and explaining stuff, I mean, it's not always the easiest, you know? Especially manhandling these big bikes as a small guy as myself. I gotta show you guys my new license plate. I had made a thumbnail for it. You guys are probably wondering, like, what the hell is on that license plate? Because it's a custom license plate. They absolutely made the custom license plate wrong, because in my life everything goes wrong. But oh, this is also cool. Like when you're riding on an adventure bike and you're like, ooh, we got a dirty trail over here. What is that? You just be like, just gonna take it and let's see where life brings us. Oh, no rear ABS, no rear ABS. That means full brake right now. The bike is just gonna keep on going forward. That is dangerous though. So always when off-roading, be a little bit careful with the rear ABS. Turn it off, because oh, a little drift here, the bike will not stop at all. Anyway, when you're doing a trail like this, it's all fun and games. You get on a trail and suddenly You're like, ah, I'm back on the road. Ah, that is nice though. Anyway, about the license plate. So chilling out in one of the best places ever. That's just in the middle of nowhere for Uncle Smokey. The new license plate. Ta-da-da! It is YOUT UBE. It is not my name. My name is not YOUT UBE from some foreign country whatsoever. The plan was U on the top and tube, the T, should have been here. But yeah, the people responsible for this in Belgium are, yeah, let's just say paint doesn't stick to them, you know. Now, some people on the channel who have been followers for me for a longer time know that the license plate YOUT UBE was actually on my little yellow Subaru. But let's just say that some things happened with the Subaru and it's not looking very good. So I gotta get rid of it without doing anything with it. But then I have the custom license plate because I paid for it. Now, most people will know that not only do we have in Belgium the highest personal taxes, the private taxes, but also the highest company and business taxes. Yeah, we are the smallest country in Europe and we pay the highest taxes of them all. Still, we have major debt. I wonder why. That is because people in our country and responsible for our tax money have absolutely no idea what they're doing with it. Not looking very well for my pension later on. But fun story, like I said, if you pay 800 euros, you can have like your own custom motorcycle license plate. And for a car, it's 1,000 euros. So if you pay 1,000 euros, you can have whatever you want on a license plate, as long as it doesn't have more than 8 letters or digits, something like that. We specifically told them we want U on top and tube on the bottom. But for some reason, they absolutely do not care. And they're just like, nope, it's 4 on top and it's 3 on the bottom. This is how we do it and this is how you will get it. But you still have to pay for it. But the fun part is about the sneaky government. Back in the day it was 1,000 euros and the government was like, we can get some more money out of it because people like it. Let's double it up and make it 2,000 euros because those poor fools will absolutely pay for it. Turns out 1,000 euro was like the limits because nobody bought it anymore. Like absolutely nobody bought custom license plate in Belgium anymore. So a couple months later, we're like, ah, shit, we fucked up. We tried to get more money out of people's pockets, but it doesn't work. So they dropped it back to 1,000. Stupid idiots, god dang it. Anyway, let's get on with the bike, the broom, and let's pop a little bit of a wheelie here. It's a long time. I can't really do wheelies because it's like very, very ridiculously windy here, but let's go on for the ride. The broom. Yeah, let's go. Let's put it into off-road mode. Here we go. Urban, gravel mode, ABS, off-road, sport, power. Yeah, I know. The power. Nah, I need more power. I need more power. The less blue you see, the more power it has. But check this out. I still have to turn the traction control fully up, but I mean, DCT power, shifted back. And finger blasted. There is something about riding off-road and finger blasting this bike. It's really cool. I know finger blasting, I should stop saying the word because I looked it up and some people told me I should. Yeah, it's not what I thought it meant. It has different meanings. Anyway, Papa there in sport. And now we have to go to a different country because if the front wheel comes up in my own country, yeah, they can sue me for that. So let's go into another country. Let's go. Yeah, I had to take a shit. I'm back home. I'm sorry. I will open the door when you get on a motorcycle. Open the door. Get on. Like that. Open the door. Get off. Basic tricks. Alright, let's go. Now, a very good question to ask. Do you go for 95 or 98 when you're going for gas? Or 102 if you live in Germany? Let me know in the comments. I do wonder. I'm a 98 guy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit more expensive, but I think it's better for the engine. Does anybody have like a common sense explanation for it? But I'm a 98 guy. Last week's video was actually kind of funny with the Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro. That is a god dang ass big ass name from my buddy Lucas. Good bike, had some fun with it. It's nice. It's about the same when it comes to speed as this bike as well. But the seat is way more comfortable. And at one point I'm like, Honda, come on, you guys can make like a seat that's more soft than this one. But on the other hand, when doing some off-roading and stuff, you don't pigeon. You do not want to get a seat that is too soft, I think. For long cruising, yes. But for adventure riding, probably not. That might be a silly excuse to be like, you know, beating a little bit around the bush here, but I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit more soft to the tush. But for the rest, good bike. Only the like I said before, the public relations manager or the PR guy or the guy from Triumph for the press bikes, that guy is harder to get for me than getting a Victoria's Secret model as a wife for some reason. That dude is even hard to get. Depends if I'm using chloroform or not, probably, but I mean, that's just hard to do. Can't get my holes on. And I also have to say, like, a lot of people are talking about like electronic problems on the Triumphs and problems in general. Like, you don't really hear a lot about that when it comes to Honda bikes, for sure. But with Triumph, it's like, yeah. I also don't see myself ever riding a Triumph. I have no idea why, but there is something about some brands, and it fits you or doesn't fit you. And I don't know what it is. Maybe you're born with it. I don't know. But is there any brand that you would never ride? That you're like, I would never ride that brand. Not looking at the bikes, but just thinking about it. Just thinking about a brand. I have the same with Buell. You know, Buell? I have the same. Like, I don't ever see myself riding a Buell. I don't even know if the brand still exists. It might even be bankrupt. I have no idea. But I thought they had like Harley Davidson engines or something like that. But is there any brand that you're like, I would never ever own that motorcycle for no reason besides just the name of it? I mean, let me know in the comments. I do wonder. Talking motorcycles here, unboxing. Uncle Smokey, I used to be an electrician and a mechanic, not a good one whatsoever, but that's also pretty much the reason why I started making videos, because, you know. But anyway, I do love unboxing motorcycles. Let me know also what motorcycles I should unbox, because I still have to do the new Yamaha Tenere, the new T7 and stuff like that. And I don't know, I do love unboxing the Adventure C motorcycles, but I do wonder, is there something that a lot of people are thinking like, Smokey, we gotta see how that bike gets delivered inside of the box. You have to take that one out. I do wonder. Might be a Buell. The song that name only presents when you say it. Buell. I really gotta almost sometimes ride sideways there with these heavy winds. Golly! It's not, ooh, dirt road. Now it's not been raining. It's not been raining for a couple of weeks, so it is very loose sand. I do like deep mud. I like deep mud more than I like loose sand, which makes no sense, but I do like that a lot more. It gives me a lot more trust in the underground for some reason. Anyway, I gotta almost ride sideways there, so I can't really do some nice stand-up wheelies. That is not gonna end up well. Anyway, farmers' towns, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Sometimes you do not have to love the scent that it makes, but what is this? Potatoes? Oh, potatoes. They're harvesting potatoes. Nice. Oh, baby potatoes. Now in the Triumph video, also some people, oh, pigeon. Now, sometimes in the video I scream pigeon, and you might be wondering, I have no idea what I was doing over there. At some points you might be saying like, Smokey, why in the world are you screaming pigeon? Well, I got struck by a pigeon in the chest 2 different occasions, one on my Enduro and one on the bigger motorcycle. And with the Enduro, I was struck at about 40 kilometers an hour into the chest. I couldn't breathe for a couple seconds. It was that bad. Hitting a pigeon is by far the worst ever. I can't imagine hitting a small bird, but a pigeon, golly, that really smacks the air right out of me. So, in the Triumph video, I'm just gonna finger blast myself into second gear right here. Welcome to the Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. So, a lot of people were wondering me, Smokey, what is wrong with finger blasting? I'm getting swiped sideways here. No, it's too dangerous to pop wheels. Look at that. I love that a lot. Anyway, people were wondering, like, Smokey, isn't that bike boring because you have like an automatic gearbox and this and that? It is an automatic, but for the 10th time, I can finger blast it like this. Boom. Boom, second gear, that is fun, but also I have a foot shifter, so I can kick it down to second and shift it up, third, fourth, and fifth. You see that? whip my goddamn foot because the DCT also has a foot shifter for the 10 time. Please don't let me make it explain to 11 times, but I will explain it 11 times because I'm that kind of guy. So I can kick it down to second gear, give it gas with my foot, fourth gear, fifth gear, wow. I mean, the only thing you're not gonna miss is like a big left arm from using the clutch all the time. And you know that Quagmire also had one of those arms.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go and check my mail over there.
You been lifting weights?
No. No, I don't think. No.
That's the type of arm you will create when riding in the city a lot. And with this bike, you will not have it. Anyway, on that bombshell, and that being said, the storm is getting worse. It's getting dark. We gotta end the video right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next one. And make sure you get those Smokey bubbles. European, I mean, yeah, shipping costs might be a little bit too expensive, but we're working on it. See you guys next one. Thanks for watching. Peace. Drive safe. See ya. Why did the motorcycle take a bubble bath? Because it wanted to make a clean getaway. Anyway, if you want to have the best car and motorcycle soap, go to SmokeyBubbles.com. Got the most epic products for you right there. If you want to see the next video, it is right over there. If you want to see my favorite video, it is right over there. Thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next one.